All right. Another year. You're one of the longer tenure guys at this point. Another change kind of under your belt. What does it feel like? Does this feel like a different energy?
100%. And again, I can't speculate because wins and losses will tell us all we need to know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we can't buy in as much as we've bought in. And I think we got a good core group of guys here that are buying in. And it's good. It feels young. It feels fresh. And like we're ready to go conquer the world.
It is young for sure. I mean, I think this is probably the youngest coaching staff that I'm sure you've at least played for. I mean, does that bring a little bit of a different energy? They know how to relate a little different,
Absolutely.
Right?
I mean, everyone's we're hungry for sure. And you can just sense, like, you get on the practice field, there's an edge, and we're going hard and getting after it. And, it was May 2 days ago, so we're going hard. And it feels really good and exciting to come to work with these guys and just get after it.
I know there was frustration last year because you guys knew how much talent you had, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Does that kind of add to the hunger to I know the coaching staff's bringing one edge,
right.
But, I know the guys, you guys set the tone more than them.
Right, and it's good. We're coming from, you got Liam coming from Tampa, Camp coming from Green Bay. You got guys coming from winning organizations. And, the guys in this locker room, we still see ourselves as a winning organization. 2022 and 2023 slipped out of our hands, but we know that we can compete with anybody, and it's just time to go do it. It's time to get out of the physical, if we can do this and do that. It's time to take the mental step, and I think we're working our minds with this coaching staff and as players more than we ever have, because that's what's going to, lift us over. And it's just exciting, again, like I said, to get out there with guys who've been around winning organizations and know how to do a winning way. And you got players like us who've had success before, know what it takes to get that. So, kind of just stirring that pot at practice, and hopefully it carries over to Sunday.
For, I guess, stirring the pot this time of year, how important is it? I mean, these OTA practices, I know they say voluntary, but just how important is this for, laying the groundwork?
No such thing as voluntary. We all know that. But it's awesome. We're out here getting better, truly, because this is how you get better. You get better by playing football. I've tried to, back home in the offseason, just find ways to replicate football, but you just can't replicate 11 on 11, hat on a hat, playing ball. So it's great to get out here, and, we got 2 weeks left, and we're going to try to finish it strong and get a nice little break and then get after it.
What's Coach Camp like?
Oh, he's intense. I'd love to be in a bar fight with him, because I know he would absolutely just do whatever it takes to go kick someone's ass or help his brother out. But he's intense. I love him. But aside from that intensity and that, he's got that jersey kind of, you can just tell he's a dog, but he's smart. He coached under Jeff Hafley last year in Green Bay. He's been with Vic Fangio, so he knows his stuff. And it's cool to see him kind of put the X's and O's, on the tape, but then add that intensity, mixing that X's and O's with the just intense, violent culture of great defenses. So it's cool to see him meld that. And I'm excited to play for him.
That's the kind of coach you want to play for, especially on defense, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that's basically what it is, because you can do all you want, X's and O's, if you don't have the violent culture that he's preaching and the want to and the hunt with each other every Sunday. That's what great defenses are built on, and that's what they're really harping on.
How are you feeling about your offseason so far? I think on the first OTA we came out here and you had an interception. I mean, I know it's another defense under your belt, but it just feels like you kind of take it like a duck to water and keep going.
Just keep going. I just do my thing. I trust my instincts. I like to work out of my self-2 mentality, which means self-1 is the ego side, self-2 is the intuitive, trusting, all-knowing being. So I try to get into that being as much as possible, and it works out. And I just love playing football still. I love being out here and competing, and we're going to keep this thing going as long as we can.
From your perspective, I guess, looking at it and preparing for it right now, what does the Liam Cohen offense, I guess, make to make your life difficult?
Well, I mean, you saw last Friday, they absolutely cooked us in the red zone. So their scheme is fantastic, and they know, Coach comes and sits in defensive meetings all the time, and he's talking to us about how they're running routes and stuff. So he's teaching us offensive things while at the same time telling us how he would see himself attacking us. So
that's different, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's super cool. And again, back to the point about, young guys, it's like, I feel like Liam's like just that young, like just diabolical, just like smart, like just knows everything, like pushing the edge, that McVay, that Matt LaFleur type. I think it's really cool to see, and I'm really excited to watch on Sunday, because I know they're going to run, it's hard to see how your offense is going to run the ball in OTAs, but this unit we have on offense is looking really good right now. So time will tell, but it's good to go against them.
What's it been like with Travis Hunter? I guess splitting time in two rooms. You got to cover him one day, and he's in the secondary with you on another.
Yeah, it's super cool to see him. it's rare you're going to get that sort of production and that type of player ever again in college. So it's just super cool to see his athleticism and his just football IQ and the way he plays football. And I'm just excited to see that X factor on Sunday. Now he can really start to specialize, whether it's receiver or DB, because you play offense and defense, you don't get a lot of time to work at your craft. So at midway through this year, maybe into his second, third years, just to see the growth he's going to make when he really works at his craft every day and does all that stuff. He's going to be exciting to watch. And again, like I said, I'm excited to see him just turn into a different beast on Sundays.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
bud.
Jamal.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.